talked about how to build our story, how to share our story, how to bring the emotion of our emotion to sell business. People buy emotion a lot, and we've been able to see that. This week we want to talk about branding. But a lot of people will say branding is about logo. But branding is way beyond logo. I'm trying to share my screen. We've started here. When you do is something consecutively. So branding is way beyond logo. So we look at what we have today and what we want to discuss. Today we want to talk about the business branding, its structure and its staying power. Whenever people say branding, first thing that comes to their mind is my logo, my logo, my logo. But let's look at this definition of branding. I know we are a business person. We've been in business for some times. We have people in business for 7 years. We have people in business for 5 years and above. But please go with me to see some things that we are doing right and some things that we are not doing. Eventually, we are building blocks. These blocks that we are building, I can tell you that by the end of 4 weeks, if you apply, there will be something different about your business. So let's look at this business branding definition. I said it is the perpetual strategic process of creating a distinct, memorable identity, including visuals, voice, and value. I come again. The business is the perpetual strategic process of creating a distinct, memorable identity, including visuals, voice, and values. When we say it's perpetual, branding is not something that, okay, I give my graphics designer work on my logo, my color, and everything, and that's all. It is perpetual. The more you keep doing business, the more you keep doing the branding of the business. The branding is not, oh, I've done my logo since 2023. It's still the logo that I'm still using. No. Branding is perpetual. You keep on doing it. You continue doing it. I also said it's a strategic process of creating a distinct, memorable identity. Whenever we hear of MTN, we know that they are network providers. When we hear of Coca-Cola, they serve beverages. When we hear of Glo, they are also network provider. But when we bring MTN and Glo together, there is a distinct, memorable identity. Glo has a green feature, MTN yellow. Glo will say, MTN will say everywhere you go. Glo has their own words that they use. So this is like creating a memorable. Look at your business very well. When people talk about O5 Blinks, what are they saying? What can they think of when the logo is not there? So branding has to do with that. When they cannot see your logo, they can remember you. When they cannot see what you are doing, they can remember you. This now goes down to, last week we were talking about what's it called? We're talking about personal branding and business branding. So I'll take them together. Most of us, we don't have personal branding. I can tell it. When I go to your normal page, maybe during the long of promoting your business, you converted your personal page into your business brand, into your business. Now, people cannot differentiate between you and that business. On your social media, they will see you, they will see the business. When you want to differentiate a good business branding, it must be separate from your personal lifestyle. When people see me, they have so many things that they say about me. If it is this weekend, I'm running an event, you know that yes, I'm running an event. Next week, I'm selling Zobo. You know I'm selling Zobo. Another week, you see me in an event, not going as a vendor. I'm having a lifestyle. I went there to learn. So those are three different aspects of my life that you don't need to consume yourself into before you understand it. But when you come across me, you know that my life are of different faces. When you see me here, this is me for that time. So part of what we are doing this week is redefining our branding. If you have a social media page, WhatsApp, I know we can do things together. Instagram, I want us to redefine our Instagram, our TikTok. If all you want to do there is business, let it be business. Let them take away, maybe when you were dancing, if the dancing on TikTok is not to promote your business or it's just to promote your lifestyle, then that branding is not right. So to get our business, you will never go to Coca-Cola page and find the founder also in putting their personal lifestyle into their business. So those two type of branding, we want to work on it this week. We want to differentiate our personal branding and also our business branding differently. Then we want to include visuals, voices, and values. Visual, the normal logo. If you don't have a logo, visual also boils down to the color. See, when we are building our business, sometimes we build this business just because we are starting. We just want to do business. And we see people doing logo. We just want to do it. We don't sit down and ask ourselves, I want to use color blue. What does color blue means to my business? What does color purple means to my business? We just start, find different color together and then just infiltrate it up. So today we'll go back to our business branding. Look at the visuals. Does it resonate with what I am doing presently? I'm sorry, the system is not charging. Does my color has to do with what I'm doing? And if I'm choosing this color, will it be the color I will be using? Presently, me and my graphic designer, we are actually like deliberating a lot. I said, the person that designed my stickers did a good job, but the name, they cannot see the name of my business on that sticker. Work on it. This guy came up, gave me another color, gave me another design. I said, no, I cannot change I just changed sticker last year, I think September. This year, January, he wants me to change now. When people see this Zobo, they already know that it's Debbie Zobo. If you give me another color now, I have to start promoting this business for how many long time? So that's why I'm not saying that we work on our visuals. If this is a particular color that you want to work on, please go with it. Do not change it. And when the time comes for refining, you refine it. Then the voice, this voice is where many people are lacking behind. We will create, these are the assignments we'll be talking about. You create a folder. When people reach out to you for your business, how do you respond to them? Because we don't want to operate business as a one-man person. We want to operate this business that when I'm not in that business, when people are talking to the sales rep, they are actually experiencing what they experienced with me. And they are experiencing what they will experience with me with the salesperson. Not that I am talking today. If I'm answering my customer by, hello, good evening, my name is Debbie, and I'm the lead producer at Debs Events Global Limited. How may I be of help to you today? That is the way we talk. If President President Tinubu comes today, that is the way we will respond to them. That is the voice of the business. When they are meeting me, that's what they will meet. When I have the ability to hire a salesperson or a manager, when an inquiry drops in their DM, the way they will answer them is that, hello, good evening, hello, good morning, my name is so, and I'll be representing Debs Event Global Limited today. How can we be of service? That is the voice of the brand. Not that Mr. Hay reached out to you today, you responded in a way. That will now take us to, how do we respond to our customer when there is conflict? That is also the branding. When they meet you, they know that, oh, no matter what comes up, when I'm talking to so and so, they respond like this. When you have an issue, they respond to us like this. Some people do something and it's so bad. When a customer actually maybe provoked you, the next thing some business people do is they come to their social media, they lambast that person. I can never patronize that kind of person. I can never. We all see it. I'll be like, so if me too as an intending customer comes to your DM and I'm paraventure, I miss my boundary. Like at times, yes, we are humans. That is how you will take me to your status and do what? Lambast me too. So that is part of the voice of the business that makes us a brand that is recognizable and stand out as a professional. We are different from people who just meet themselves in business and they just do it the way they like. Then the values. What value are you giving? If I buy from you today and I want to buy from you in the next 2 months, I still want to experience that same value that I got with you the first time I I bought from you. Someone was I learned something recently, say that if this thing is 20 naira and I come to you, I buy for, I price you, and you agree for 5 naira. I don't want to be concerned if you gain profits or you do not gain profits. No. In the sense that you know that the value for this thing is 20 naira. And for you to deliver that value, it is 20 naira. Do not now say, okay, because you want to make sales, I sell it for 5 naira and you are not on that delivery. You are on that giving me value. Then you are not projecting a brand that will last. For us to project a brand that will last, whatever value we start with in business is the same value that we must continue with. I don't know, something is wrong with the battery. It's not charging. Come in. My younger brother is not around. So sorry for that. I want us to be fast. I'm still on. It's two slides I want to treat tonight. Please go with me, learn something, and implement. Implement. So I also said that when you build a good brand, it helps you to shape public perception and set your company apart from the competitor. They may say, going to so and so, her goods might be expensive, but she will deliver. If that is the perception that intended customers or those who have purchased from you knows about you, I'm telling you, your brand will last. I've said it before that it goes beyond logo. Branding goes beyond logo. It's all sum total of a customer's experience. If when a customer gets to you, what they it also goes down to when someone wants to buy something from you, and the very minute that you are replying their message is maybe like 30 minutes from the time they've messaged you. I know we cannot be online, but there are some funny things I don't encourage this, what's it called? Automated message. When they message you, something pops up, blah 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 blah. Instead of those automated message, we can channel that automated message that, hello, good day. We are currently unavailable, but you can check our catalog. So simple. See, nobody, the little time people use to get attention is very short. If you think you want to write from here to 6 lines, I'm not ready to read. I don't read it. People don't have time to read it. So if you want to use an automated message, hello, good day. We are currently unavailable to attend to you right now. But in the meantime, to keep you afresh with what we have, kindly check our catalog, and I bet you'll get what you want. If it is service also, you can put it there. You can put your link to your Instagram page in that simple message. In the meantime, kindly check our catalog on Instagram. You've gotten what's it called? A customer or a followership under your Instagram page to build it. I also said that it has to do with the trust and loyalty. Let people know that you deliver value and the emotional connection between you and your customer. We don't treat them as, let me just collect the money with them presently, not giving value. Emotionally connect with them. And also, this helps us to drive repeat customers and allow for premium pricing. There are some customers of mine that I finished from like a medical setting school, and part of this premium customer that I have are the doctors. So when I started working with them, I shall they were the set of people that would patronize me for decor in school that paid like times two, times three of what other departments are paying. I know that they have money, so I give them the price and they pay it. So my first time working with this lady, they told me before working with her that this doctor, she gets angry, she can even slap you while at job. I said, she can't slap me, but then I'll I'll work with that. The language I told the person that referred me was that she will definitely come back to patronize me for more. We got to the change, or we got there. We started doing the work. She just came. Where's Debbie? What is this? What is this? This all is so bland. They are almost done. Oh. She said the all is so bland. It's not showing any form of decoration in the all. And I said, okay, doctor, what do you want? She said, okay, I want it to be this. I said, no problem. I went to meet my guys. I said, please, you will have to help me to put this down and redo it like this and like that. I begged them. I said, okay, I will add to your money. So the guy came down, he dropped it, and he redoed it. She now came back. She said, oh, this is beautiful, blah, 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 blah. She said, okay, I collected my balance and we moved on. Again, she came back. Debbie, we are having final year symposium. Do this, do this. We started that same. She came again. She said it was blank. They told me already that she complains. So in my home invoice, I had money for your complaint there. She came back again. She said, oh, this all is bland. That language bland is always close to her mouth. She did it. She complained. I attended to her. The third time she came back, we worked with her. The fourth time, When she was complaining, I was not in the hall. So it was my younger sister that was in the hall. And that one, like they wanted to do like a fake wedding. So I told her that they will be getting a couples too. So the couples too was not available. And funny thing, I went to bring it. The person that gave, okay, I didn't go. I was done with the job, so I left. So she came, my younger sister responded to her. She said, "This is not how Debbie will respond to me." That was her language. And then when I go back, I had to caution her that I don't talk to my customer like that. Don't talk to her like that. So I told her that I will bring this too. I brought it. Now, they did their dinner. They used me. When they wanted, she was done with medical school. She did her induction. She's now a resident doctor. Our boss wanted to have a seminar. She reached out to me. She said, "Debbie, please help me to do it very well. It's my boss, this, my boss, that." She still complained on that job. But what am I driving at? When your branding is being positioned in the right way, you position yourself for repeat customer. Even when they say customer is king, but there are sometimes they get us annoyed. But still try as much as possible to treat them in a professional way. That no, I am building a brand that will stay for at least 10, 20, 30 years. So what perception do I want to? There's like a guru I follow in the industry, Funke Bucknor. When she tells her story, she will say, "We did the planning for the other brother. Maybe the parents gave birth to 3 or 4 children. We did the second, we did the third, now we are doing the last born." If she has not created an experience that connects emotionally and builds professionally, you can see that we have digressed from logo. Logo is just the facade. What people remember, what people see about you. Logo is just the facade. But the experience, the overall emotional experience a customer must experience from you is your business branding. And also in the process of creating brand, there was also a time for us to know when to let go of some customers. Yes, for the health of your business. Because how can you be relating with a particular customer and this customer is bad mouthing you at the back, and you still want to keep that kind of customers? Still boils down to you answering that customer professionally. Say, "Hello, ma. The system might die in these times. Do you know why it's not charging?" The It still boils down to talk to that customer that, okay, I had a customer very recently. We did negotiation and you came like 2 days to your event. I said, "Okay, I can deliver, but you have to pay me my 100% before this job, before I embark on it." She didn't make payments. 12 hours to the event, she didn't make payments. I just sent her back a write up. "Hello, ma. I'm grateful you reached out for me for this event, but I'm sorry, I will not be able to proceed with your event because payment was not made on time." That is it. She called, I had to block her. "Hey, is this how you relate with your customer? Is this how you do? Is this how you do that? Is it that you do?" I cannot work with it. Because if you do not make payments 12 hours, full payment before 12 hours, and you expect me to deliver that job. So it's not as if when a customer is throwing words, we two will exchange words. Let me tell you, it's that bad word that we say that they will go out to tell someone that I want to patronize this person. And guess what? Our attitude and disposition showed me off. There was one, before I started using terms and agreements in business, there was a customer just because someone was in the middle. She patronized us. And then, "Hello, ma, our balance." I didn't use terms and agreements. She didn't pay balance until maybe like 3 weeks after. I did not fight. I collected my balance. And I said, "Okay, no problem. Since, thank God at least you do this every year. for Children's Day celebration. You will come back. I tell people you will come back because the experience I will give you will make you definitely want to come back. So she came back the following year. She comes very late. After she has negotiated with different vendors, she will come back. I said, okay, if I'm to do this job, as they are coming late, I'll be charging you. She was trying to price my, what's it called? My workmanship fee. I said, you can't price my workmanship fee. If you cannot price for the materials, you can't price my workmanship fee. She agreed. I told the person that brought her, she has not sent payment. She has not sent payment. She expects me to travel down to Abeokuta to come and work on zero money. I said, no, I don't do business like that. She will pay 100% if I'm to do this. As she has come late, she has to pay 100%. So she didn't pay. So I sent a message like midnight. I'm always I'm available during the midnight. So I sent a message around 12. That was I'm supposed to be in ABK by maybe latest 8 a.m. in the morning to set up because the party is around, let's say, 2. I sent a message in that midnight that I will not be able to proceed with this job because she did not make payments. Then she reached out. Is that how you do business? I will teach you how to do business because she's a church member. I said, oh, I've blocked her and there's no way she can reach me. That's why I tell you that there are sometimes you allow some customers to leave. So the next time she saw me in church, she was like, Sister Debbie, what you did though, but I can understand it's business. I said, thank you, ma. And that's all. Because if she eventually did not pay me, I do the job. She she owes me my money and still goes about to talk about my business in a wrong way. So branding is beyond logo. The overall experience of a customer with your brand is what we know as a good branding. So let me see if I can touch the second slide before we round up. I'll be rounding up in less than 10 minutes and I'll take questions. Maybe I'll stop at 1. We'll look at the components of a business branding. We have the brand identity. When they hear of your name, what comes to their mindset? When they see a particular product, do they know it is for you? So, Mrs. Lawa will say, I'm selling bags, I'm selling shoes. How do I portray how they see me? I have a colleague, when she wanted to start her business, she said she's selling luxury, bag, shoes. So she did her marketing. And I can tell you since 2023 years, when we were around this school, that she has started up till now, it is luxury or nothing. That is her perception. And the luxury is not as if it's somehow expensive. Maybe a bag of 30,000, 40,000. That's she sells 100 and above. But you won't find a bag of 6,000 on her page. You will never find it. So what I'm saying is that what do people perceive of you? If you are like Fine Funky that says she wants every individual to own a bag. So she sells from the lower 6,000, 7,000, 20,000, 30,000 and above. That is her perception. That is what we see about her. So this week, I want us to go back. That's an assignment. Go back from our logo, from our color, from our word of inscription that, okay, O5 Blinks, serving quality and refined jewelry. If that is your trademark, then work with it. This is my color. This is it. I want it in a form of a PDF. Then my color, blue and yellow, it means so and so to my business. Then my what's it called? When a customer, an intended customer comes to my DM, what do they say? If I'm not handling my phone, what do those people say? Is it, hello, my name is so and so. This is what we have. Also, if you want to use instant message, write it down. Because when you have this thing in documents, when you can now hire people to serve your business, you don't need to start sitting down and tell them, This is how we do in this company. Just and they call it company's handbook. Just hand your company's handbook over to them and they work on it. Like Mrs. Pupola now, she owns an educational sector. She's in the education sector. She teaches students via technology. Think of your business now that you don't want to be the only tutor. We have people that they've created a channel, bring different tutors down, and they get paid. Whereby, when someone is not in Nigeria, they can access your website and say, okay, I want tutor A to take care of my children. That means now you are the owner of the domain. People is like a software. You can have it like a software. So think of it that they are no longer meeting Mrs. Popola. They are meeting so and so. If you've handed over the book to them, your perception that when they want to teach a particular child, they first get to know the child. What does they like? They don't just come on board, blah, 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 A for apple, B for ball. No, they go straight and teach the children. So that is our assignment. I want to have our company's handbook. So all that we've been listed, I hope Debbie is on the call because she took excuse. All that we've been listed up to now, I want to see our visuals. I want to see our words. I want to see what we stand for as a business. When people see Moritz Collection, are they thinking of luxury? Are they thinking of affordability made easy? So you break it down. So when you have this thing, you don't just run business just because I'm running business. You run it because you have a guideline. You have a flow to follow. And this, you will be able to achieve a business that is professionally stable and not a business whereby anyone or anybody has in place. So I'll be putting a stop here to answer questions or clarification if there is any. Thank you so much for listening. So, is there any question? If there's any question, kindly unmute and speak.
Good evening, everyone. So my question is simple. Actually, I joined the class late, but I was able to grab some few things. So I want to ask, you said that we should have a company handbook, like a logo that will speak about what we represent, what our brand represents, and the core value of our brand, right? And like a motto also.
That's
So,
that.
So what about someone like me now? This thing I've been using, my brand logo that I've been using, it's been long as I did the graphic design, and I can't even remember the person that I used again. So now let's say I want to rebrand. I want to do the logo. I want to do a new one, a different one that is different from the old one, and I don't even know how to go about it. And you said we should have a what's it called, a company handbook that will present later this week, right?
Now I will tell you the deadline. So
okay, how do I go about it?
Okay, thank you. This battery.
Stop it.
So if you are just starting, you are the owner of your business, you know what your business stands for. Search for colors and its meaning. What does the colors mean? Just type it out and go, I need the meaning of all colors pertaining to the fashion industry. Do you understand? You look at it, okay, this means this means that, this means fashionably enticing. You pick it. Then you tell your new graphic designer, kindly work with this. I need a new logo. I need a new lookout for my business. This is what I'm using before. I want to transition into a new one that gives a definition of what I am doing. So he will be able to work with that and generate something That is beautiful. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please, anyone else with any question? Okay, if there is no question, I'm so sorry that the meeting is so short tonight. I have to join a meeting. I'm 4 minutes late already. So please, okay, Mide, good evening.
Hi.
Can you like
Like
tilt
me now that
your
my
network?
phone
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Can you just move away from
you
where
can't
you
hear me.
I can hear you now. Heh, heh.
My phone
Same thing. Can you just move away from where you are so we can hear? Your network is breaking. We can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My own brand now is for air brand. So like you said that we should like the assignments now that we should do something for vision, words, and what we stand for, stuff like that. So like if I want to do the assignments now, please, how can I go about it? Because I don't really know.
Okay.
Like if I want to do the assignments
So
or I want to write the book or
okay.
stuff like that. So how will I go about it?
Okay, thank you. So for everyone that is just joining, please hear me out. The assignment is beyond your logo, it's beyond your color, it's beyond what you stand for. Part of it is when an intended customer is in your DM, how do they meet you? How do you respond? And this response is what you'll be using consecutively. Not that today they're in your DM and they hear so and so, tomorrow they're in your DM. Do you understand? So it's behind your color, it's behind what the customer perceive. Oh, if a customer is angry, put the scenario. This is how I will respond to it. So that when you are running business, you don't just run it based on the way you feel. Mo máa ń bínú gan, so mo máa gbé fún customer yìí bó ṣe ń bínú. No. We want to create a different perception around how a customers experience us and how we are being felt. So the assignment is beyond logo, is beyond your visuals, is beyond your motto. I want to see that in your assignment, but I want to look at the document so that okay, if Mide is not responding to my chats today as a customer, she has been able to come up with a brand that can hire Miss Sholape, an SS3 student that just finished as a sales rep. Oh, Sholape is the one attending to me. Am I still experiencing the mindset of Mide with Sholape? Do you understand? Not that when Mide is not around, Sholape, she just answered me. Anyhow, blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? So it's beyond your logo. I want to see your customer's perception. I want to see how a customer experience your brand in the assignments. Hope we understand. Mide, if you can't speak again, you can just make use of the chat box.
I understand.
Okay, thank you. Please, any other clarification? Please, if you need, just kindly on me. I'll give the grace of 2 minutes before we end tonight's call because I still have to download the